Hello fellow academics and welcome back to our Timberborn series. Last time we have made some excellent progress and set a ton of things into motion that should all come to fruition in this episode, so I am very excited. Our tubeway is being built. Once this is in, our beavers will have a much faster way to get from our living quarters to our water supply, which will then be extended to our scrap metal over this way. Now, this is a temporary thing until we are actually going to move over there and build our mine into this little cave right there. So, future worries. So we had also planted some coffee. So now we can harvest coffee and then create a brewer that will, turn this into black gold. All right. In addition, there was one more thing. What was the other thing? We have also created mushrooms, which will also be turned into food as soon as our little food production area over here is done and dusted. So they are putting in all the materials except for the metal. Because right now they have built that. No connection. That is fine. So this is our scrap metal storage, and there's another overhang this way, so we can also keep expanding over there. All right. But all of our metal is kind of going into the tubeways. I've set this to one higher priority, and for now, and even though I am very well aware that I shouldn't, bad tide hit, but honestly, it doesn't matter too much. It is 23 days long, which is pretty intense. We should turn the see-through water back off. All right. So we should be fine in terms of water supply and food supply, even with a 23-day drought. If not, we'll figure it out sooner rather than later. All right. All of these are now on highest priority, and once this is done, let's actually put this one on a slightly higher priority, so I don't need to look at that. That's simple. All right. And then we want to make sure that all of these are getting built, as well as that power connection that is going through there. There we go. All right. And with this, things are very smoothly coming along. We do now also have enough science finally to unlock this metal platform and place it here, putting a roof over our city center. Again, weirdest, I think I said this last time, weirdest way of playing Timberborn, I think, but it is kind of fun. It's a little bit like Timberborn meets Tetris, which is, strange, but very enjoyable. All right, we do have unemployed beavers. I would love to put in another builder's hut or something of the sort, but I don't quite know where we have the space. I could high prioritize this. This is 30 metal blocks though. First, the tubeway. Once the tubeway is in, our beavers will be much faster with getting some water. And overall, I think this will help with their well-being. I think we should also consider increasing our well-being because, our poor beavers haven't had a fun experience, I want to say, so far. So we kind of just need to figure out how or where. So why am I looking over here? I should narrate. Narrating. Ooh. Tubeway is... No, they're actually just building the tubeway from the tubeway. Alright, cool. Reason why I'm looking here is we do have some empty space underneath here. So I am wondering if we should kind of place a little bit more of the platforms down to make good use of this corner. It is close to, or close-ish to this living quarters. The other living quarters that we have is actually down here. So also not too far. But we could utilize that to actually turn this into a sort of well-being zone. And in all honesty, I don't hate it. So what if we place this one like that? And we could even put the larger one down. And then we have an entire plaza up there. I kind of dig it. All right. So that one was too long, I think. Let's look at this one. 2000 science. This one is too long as well. That's probably the same one that I had just built. All right. Delete you. Put you back in here. And then not enough science points, but soon, once this is in, we can build this, which will actually give us a little bit more space for if we want to do so. Build another house up here and finally give our beavers 26 are homeless. Our 26, I guess that's actually not that much living space. 16. And the one down here is, I think, only 10. Wow. All right. But I think this is kind of the plan of what we will be doing moving forward. The tubeway is almost done, just 3 more pieces. I have in the meantime also constructed all of this. Oh, just 1 more piece. Come on, guys, you can do it. There we go. And it's in. Look, they can now use it all the way. Get some water. Did they actually go out? Can they grab the water from... I want to see if they can grab water from the tubeway. Like straight off this. I don't think so. Right? That'd be insane. Because the entrance is here. It is end of day. Yeah, so they still need to get out into this. But look how busy this is. Alright, very cool. First tubeway is in. Now we do need more metal blocks. I keep saying that, but it is also true. Which means though, building this other tubeway would probably be best, as it will give us more scrap metal, and our haulers don't have to go, or won't take that long to actually get over here. So you know what? Let's do it. I mean, it's only the tubeways, and they should be able to build this relatively quickly because they can build it through the tube itself. Here we go, first piece is in, and it only needs 1 metal block each. Still a ton of metal blocks, but we do have 3 smelters working on it day in and day out. And once this, actually, should probably slightly higher prioritize this one as well then. All right. So this kind of just then wraps up our tubeway system. Now, it is a bit weird because this is a temporary tubeway. What if instead we're actually going to unlock this? 450 gears. That's a ton of gears. 300 treated metal blocks and 300 wood. But this would be much more like long-term. Oh, I can't place it in there? Seriously, devs? No, I can't. Whew. Okay. I was like, why would you build this and not... Okay. Sorry. I take it back. 300 planks is a lot. Now, this would be a long way to go. So we are building this. Let's wrap this up and definitely harvest all of this, all of the ruins down. There's still a good amount of scrap metal in there, which will give us a good amount of metal planks. All right. So as they are building this, they're building it fast. I like that. I like that. Time for a sip of coffee. Now, since we're prioritizing this, we won't actually get to, well, to the extra space for placing our other neat buildings. Wonder how we could actually get up here. If I were to destroy... Oh, I do have this. Oh, I forgot. Alright, you guys don't need to store scrap metal. I do have a little bit of scrap metal storage, but not a ton. So in order to get up here, what we could actually try to do, if I delete this and put in another platform like that, I should be able, what I should be, I will be able to place another larger one over here. But I will need some additional stairs unless... No, I can't put it like that. Kind of connect this up. You know what? Let's do it. Because no, still need to delete one more of these. If I do this though, I won't be able. I think this little piece is lost. Probably so is this, which I think is fine. Let's still place those over here. We need the staircase then over this way. And now we have a very quick connection from down here all the way up there. This bugs me a little bit. This one gap. What if... No, there's a... Oh, hold on, hold on. If I do that... Okay, this is just not high enough, but I could actually go higher, but then I won't be able to place that triple. Oh, but I can actually put this in here and then just fill it up from this side. All right. Unlock the metal platform for now, for no reason. Alright, so if I put this, actually this is too long. I place in this one, and then we place the longest one in this way. This also moves it one back. Now that kind of looks good, right? And we're finally getting to that area where we're having a lot more building space. So I very much like that. We do need to make sure that we have a staircase up this way, because this will be our connector for this zone right here, which will be our fermenters and our coffee maker, or coffee brewer, not maker. Shouldn't call it a maker. Anyways, also doing a good job at building this. So things are coming along. Still need a ton more metal blocks, but once this is in, the delivery of scrap metal will be a lot faster. All right. What else do we have to unlock? We're also working on the sort of health plaza over there. How big? Ooh. That is huge. All right. Let's go in here, finally unlock this. 2,000 signs are plenty. Now, let me guess. This is the exact size that we would need for the exercise plaza. How did I know that? So what I kind of want is the same thing just over this way. The 1, 2, the central column needs to go here. Oh, but I can't actually place it over this way. Let's see. Nope, this is too far. This only needs a level or a 2 space one. Why doesn't it like it? Oh man. Really? Tube station. My new nemesis. No, I'm just kidding. But what we can do though is build this up one. If we do that, then place the 2 over here. And then go ahead and place this on top. Making sure it doesn't overlap. There we go. And then we can actually create a staircase up here. Or maybe we actually remove this one and build the entrance. If we keep the entrance here, remove this bush, have a staircase that goes up here, and then like one of the overhangs, a 3-level overhang in this direction, now that should easily do it. Alright, why are you hungry? Go and eat. Why are you thirsty? We have food, even though it is pretty low. Is it so low? Let's unpause our 7 unemployed beavers. I think that's why, because we keep getting more and more beavers. It's also time to unpause the wood workshop, as we will need those treated planks soon. We're doing okay, although in terms of wood, although it is going down. But we'll still have 200 and something kohlrabi, so overall not too bad. And we had actually placed the canola and never done anything with it. The canola, oh, did we? Canola oil. Where's our oil press? There. Right. It's hard to keep track, and since it's all like contained in this little area, it's really hard to see. Alright, you guys probably have a better overview of this than I do. Alright, this is coming along. This is coming along. Very nice. Oh, only one of them goes through the tube and the rest is bringing it through there? Interesting. That kind of makes sense, to be honest. But we're almost there. This is almost built. And then we should have a much faster supply chain for our scrap metal. I still want to build the thing in here. Maybe in the next... No, I think this will be 2 episodes down from now. As we are currently now stocking up on treated planks. And we can store 180 in there, but we need 300. Maybe it's worthwhile setting this actually to treated planks. Whenever it is built. So we actually have the 300 plus treated planks. Because we also need 2,000 of them for this. So yeah, we'll definitely need to build this up. They're also doing a good job at putting all of this in. I like it. Also, let's make sure we keep a little bit more dynamite back here. Just to keep, no, keep the dynamite here, obviously not, but sort of explode this down so we have a bit more water storage in these corners. All right, this one we actually don't need. I will still leave it because it will allow us to go around this corner if we need to. And I think with the tube-way system, we might have to, we could just go in the water, to be honest. I will figure it out. Future worries, definitely future worries. Or very strangely, we could kind of build up, touch up here, and then go back down to... you can do a lot of weird things with Timberborn now. Oh, look at that. They're building the last tube-way station, and that should massively speed up our metal block production. Out of curiosity, there you can actually have multiple beavers going opposite directions in this. Yeah, they're not colliding in there. Good, good. Okay. Can you actually look through though? No, it just looks like it's actually metal. That makes sense. It's a metal tube. It's like it looks like glass, but no, it does look like metal. Right. Come on, guys, you can do it. Still 6 unemployed beavers. This will very quickly disappear. Right, let's actually lay out in the meantime our fermenter system up here. So we could put 2 next to each other. We need 3 of them. And I want the coffee person up here as well. So we could actually put this one here and put the 3 fermenters all around it, which might be the easiest way of doing this. What if we were to put the coffee person here and then connect the fermenters around the other side? This would reduce the... No, it wouldn't. But 1, 2, 3, it's a space of 3. We could also place it like this. And then this is a level 3 depth kind of thing. No, this wouldn't work. So in order to build your fermenters like this is 4 deep and 3 wide. Now, 4 deep and 3 wide is doable. Go back in here. 2, 3, 4. Actually, 4 deep and 3 wide. No, this wouldn't work. It is 4 deep, but not 3 wide. No, we would kind of block it off. So we have 4 deep in this direction and 4 deep in this direction. So if I place this right here, that the entrance is basically blocked. So I am going to place this one here right now. And then we're going to put in, let's not just overthink it. I'm going to put in a fermenter. We could do one here. No. Need to put one here. One here. And then one here. Now this works. And we still have like a fermenter plaza kind of thing, which will allow me to place something nice for them up here. Let's look into decorations. What would you want to see? A shrub? No. Actually, yeah, you probably want to see a shrub. There we go. It is definitely a monstrosity that we're building here. Oh, is it done? It is done. Wow, very nice. We're now fully connected to our satellite areas, which awesome. It will help us. All right. We also should, I think, plan out, not play. We should play, absolutely. A little bit more building space. So if we place this here, and we could actually just go into the large row home. Wow. How many do fit in there? 8. But oh, they're just super tall. Why do you need to be so tall? And I won't be able to place this one. All right, let's place the tall ones. I guess I really want to play. And then, so a little bit of well-being from, well, having houses and being able to sleep. And then we're gonna go in here and actually put in their butt scratchers. 3 of them in here. And I will actually pause this first because we do have the opportunity back here to place a lamp. And another shrub. It looks so weird. Yeah, I love it. All right. So we've now decorated a ton of this stuff around. I have also, or they've kept building all of this now. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Planks are doing okay. Wood is doing okay again. They are almost done with building all of the explosives down here. Just 5 more to go in this corner, and then we can make sure that we store additional water in this area right here. We are now completely out of water back here. 5 days, we might have enough water to survive 5 days. But that also tells me what we really need to do is build more water storage. So let's go ahead, delete this, and then finally unlock the large water tank. I'm gonna place one here. 600 science, definitely do that. Could prioritize this. But I think technically in terms of priority, we'll actually be okay. Although they are wasting actually a ton of the metal blocks on this rather than that. So let's go ahead and make sure they build the water tank first. Additional water storage, definitely useful for us. Now you guys are just sat around, have nothing to do. We do have a few more open positions. Actually, we don't need you anymore. I'm gonna delete you. They are the last 2. Thank you. Just drop it off and then go home. Beavers. Anyways, 700 water, 4 days left. Yeah, 23 days is tight. So I think, like I said before, what we need to do, first, let's just mark all of this for demolition. They're immediately going in there. I guess they're just waiting for the resources for all the other things to build. And I think what we're gonna do is expand all of this over here, but leave a strip with a floodgate in here. So if we wanted to, we could siphon off this bit of water to keep our beavers from dying of thirst. Make sure there's a path so they can reach everything. This is actually also kind of our corner piece. Yeah, we don't need to follow that. All right, dynamite here is done. Time to detonate. Okay, additional water storage here. I don't think we need this one anymore. So I will remove you and you and you. Bring up a few more resources, not that we need the logs right now. I don't quite know why you guys are thirsty. We still have 500 water. All right, 3 days to go. So in the meantime, let's plan this out. We need the dynamite, and I'm thinking unlocking the biggest dynamite makes sense. And then we're just gonna, yep, 1200 science is fine. And this has just sprouted back in. So delete you. I still want you guys to wrap these buildings up here, but you're busy putting metal blocks in there. I guess that makes sense. I was hoping we'd be able to get coffee to our beavers in this episode, but yeah, not happening, bro. All right, just like this. Now this is a ton of dynamite and this will take a while to build. I did forget one. Terraforming, here we go. And how much extract do we have? I have a good amount of extract, so that should actually be fine. It does need two of it each time, so but I can actually increase the number of people in the extract factory. Have I forgotten any where? No, there's 2 of each in here. Right. Additional water storage is in. I will keep playing until the bad tide is over. We're down to 350 water, so it's a bit tight. Some of our food is still watered, which is very nice. And I'm very glad I still have this one and I've kept it. Alright. But things are coming in, and what I have not done yet is in here. So you will do the fermented cassavas, you will do the soybeans, and you will do the mushrooms. We need some storage for the mushrooms, but again, future worries. Unfortunately, we're gonna lose out on this part right here. Looks very precarious. I would not want to work up here. One like strong wind and I feel like it would all just come down and collapse. All right, I've also started putting in the dynamite over here. Very nice, very nice. And overall, I think we're doing much better. While this drought was a bit tight with the 25 days, was it? We are working on expanding this, so in the future we'll be a little bit safer. I think in the long run we want to replace one of these with sluices and probably one of these too. But, you know, that's future worries. Maybe we should also just get rid of these. We'll see. Alright, with that, the bad tide has ended. The regular season is coming back in, and I will end the episode. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.